Meanwhile, take a look at this. A fact checker for the New Yorker magazine under fire for allegedly tweeting about an ICE agent and combat wounded Marine veteran by the name of Justin Gertner. He's got a tattoo, but it's a Titan II tattoo. But the fact checker called it a Nazi symbol, an Iron Cross. But the tattoo is actually his Afghanistan platoon symbol. ICE said, quote, anyone attempting to advance their personal political opinions by baselessly slandering an American hero should be issuing public apologies. Our next guest lost his legs in a bomb blast in Afghanistan and knows Justin Gertner while recovering. Retired U.S. Marine Corps bomb technician Johnny Joey Jones joins us right now from Atlanta. Johnny, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve.
Okay, so you know Justin. How was he injured?
So Justin was a Marine infantryman. He was stationed in Afghanistan around the same time I was, 2010-11.
Okay.
And he was injured by what we call an IED, or a roadside bomb. It took both of his legs above the knee. Quite honestly, his injuries were as bad or worse than mine. And this is a young man who served his country every day of his adult life since he joined the Marine Corps. He got injured during his recovery, became a part of the Paralympics and Warrior Games, and then was recruited by ICE. And he works every single day, a full-time job, when he doesn't have to and really shouldn't have to. And for them to come after him is disgusting.
And today he works for ICE and he does online work, and we saw that image. You know, it is extraordinary that the fact checker for the New Yorker had put that out, that it looked like that particular inappropriate symbol. But the New Yorker did apologize. And apparently the fact checker took down the tweet and said she didn't want to spread disinformation. But I read somewhere that ICE would still like her to apologize.
You know, I didn't even have a chance to see her tweet before I read Ron Perlman's tweet. This is a guy that played Hellboy. He was in Sons of Anarchy. He's pretty loud and boisterous on Twitter. It is what it is. But I know Ron Perlman. He's come to charity events for military a few years ago that I used to organize, and now I know that must have been for personal gain. One of the things that's being lost here is that the Iron Cross is a symbol our military uses today. Almost every branch of service has an Iron Cross badge for those that qualify with a rifle. So to even jump to that conclusion, if it is an Iron Cross tattoo, is ridiculous. It's stupid, and it's looking for a way to attack people who are doing their job. And one thing Americans need to understand is that these ICE agents, that's the first attempt at compassion people crossing the border get from our country. They're not there trying to put them in handcuffs and treat them badly. They're the first ones there to offer them water and to try to figure this problem out. Those are people who volunteer to put their lives on the line for this country, just like Justin Gertner. If you have a problem with politicians, take it out with politicians. That's why they're there. But to attack these men and women the way Antifa, the way other organizations have, putting out an infographic on how to rip an ICE agent's heart out, these people are disgusting, and they're too emotional to be a part of this conversation. They need to sit this one out and let the adults have the room.
You mentioned Antifa. They apparently shared the names and photos of 1,600 ICE agents online, which puts them at peril, and that's your concern. But here's the thing: it wasn't, for the fact checker to put that out. The person is a fact checker. Just contact him and say, "Hey, is that an Iron Cross?" And then he would have said, "No, it's a Titan II tattoo."
Well, and my point is, if it were the Iron Cross, it's not a Nazi symbol. I mean, some fact checker there that took a glimpse of a tattoo and turned it into something so hateful against a warrior, someone who doesn't deserve to be in the middle of this controversy that shouldn't even exist to begin with. It's appalling. It truly is. And it exposes the emotional standpoint that so many people are coming from that has nothing to do with what's actually going on in the world.
And the thing about Justin is, while we're showing his image and now everybody knows he works for ICE, he's the kind of guy who never looked for a public profile. He's just trying to do his job.
No, he keeps his nose to the grind and he works. I know Justin very well, and I'm sure he's appalled to even be in the public eye for any reason, much less something like this. Justin's the kind of guy that wants to go to work every day, not the kind of guy that wants to be in the middle of something like this. And I hate it for him. He deserves better. This country owes him more. So does that fact checker and everyone who knows who he is. He deserves a thank you and nothing less, but certainly nothing more.
Well, the fact checker did take down the tweet, and the New Yorker did apologize. Let's see what else happens. Johnny, thank you very much for joining us today from Atlanta.